Hi, I'm Christy, and welcome back to Castle and Compass Adventures. And today we're diving deep into the entire Disney Cruise Line fleet, past, present, and future. We'll explore every ship sailing today, break down their classes from smallest to largest, and chart an exciting course all the way through 2031 with Disney's newest ships on order. But here's what makes this video special. We're not just talking about the ships and itineraries, we're also pulling back the curtain on Disney Cruise Line's incredible financial success, the billions in revenue, soaring profits, and what all those numbers mean for your future cruise experience. If you've ever wondered which Disney ship is right for you, or you want the inside scoop onto what's coming next, this is your one-stop guide. Grab your passport to Magic because we've got a lot to cover. Let's start where the magic began. The Magic class ships. The Disney Magic and Disney Wonder are the smallest in today's fleet, about 84,000 tons each with space for 2,400 passengers. But don't let that size fool you. These beloved ships offer a more intimate, classic ocean liner experience that many guests absolutely treasure. The Magic is famous for Rapunzel's royal table and those stunning European itineraries, while the Wonder brings us Tiana's Place and often sails to Alaska's breathtaking landscapes. For many families, these ships feel like stepping into a cozier, more personal Disney experience at sea. From a business perspective, these two ships laid the foundation for what would become Disney's cruise empire. Today, Disney Cruise Line generates billions in revenue annually, and it all started with these intimate vessels that proved Disney could create magic on the high seas. Let's fast forward to the 2010s and where Disney debuted the Dream Class. A massive leap forward. At nearly 129,000 tons, the Disney Dream and Disney Fantasy are almost 50% larger than the Magic class, carrying 4,000 passengers each across 14 decks. These ships introduced game-changing features like the iconic Aqueduct water coaster, the first ride to go out over the ocean, plus massive theaters and revolutionary dining experiences like the enhanced Animator's Palette. The Dream typically handles shorter Bahamian getaways and is perfect for first-time cruisers, while the Fantasy takes on longer Caribbean adventures. When these ships launched, they really set the stage for Disney's explosive growth in the cruise industry. And speaking of growth, when Disney Cruise Line's official UK company reported their 2024 numbers, we saw nearly $2.5 billion in revenue from cruises alone, with a net profit of about $347 million. That's almost double the profit from the previous year, showing just how successful this expansion strategy has been. Now we come to the crown jewel, the Triton class, sometimes called the Wish class. These are Disney's largest and most advanced ships, yet weighing in at about 144,000 tons across 15 decks. They still carry around 4,000 passengers, but with significantly more space per guest. The Disney Wish revolutionized Disney cruising with the Aqua Mouse water ride, a roller coaster style attraction that tells the story of Mickey and Minnie, plus themed dining experiences from Frozen, Marvel, and more immersive storytelling than ever before. The Disney Treasure, launched this year, is leaning into adventure themes with Coco-inspired dining and expanded Aqua Mouse experiences. Then there's the Disney Destiny, themed around heroes and villains, arriving most likely in early 2026. Disney is investing heavily in this particular class. The company has booked about $185 million in pre-opening cruise expenses for 2025. Much of that is tied to bringing the Treasure and the Destiny into service. Each Triton-class ship truly reimagines Disney storytelling at sea, and it's like sailing in a floating theme park with Broadway-caliber entertainment. Next up is perhaps the most fascinating addition to the fleet, the Disney Adventure. This ship is unlike anything else Disney has ever sailed, and I really mean that. At approximately 208,000 tons, the Adventure is more than twice the size of the original Magic class and will carry around 6,000 passengers. To put that in perspective, this single ship will have more capacity than the Magic and the Wonder combined. Here's the interesting backstory. Disney actually purchased this unfinished global class ship and is completely transforming it into a uniquely Disney experience. It's scheduled to debut from Singapore in March of 2026, marking Disney's major play for the Asian cruise market. This ship will bring Disney cruising to thousands of new guests who previously couldn't access the magic without traveling to the United States or Europe. Expect cutting-class design, massive entertainment spaces, and a scale we've never seen before on Disney Cruise Line. From a business standpoint, analysts believe the adventure could help nearly double Disney Cruise Line's revenue between 2024 and 2026. That's a massive bet on international expansion, and it shows Disney's confidence in bringing their brand of family cruising to new markets around the world. Beyond the treasure and the destiny we just talked about, Disney has at least 2 more Wish-class ships on the horizon. One will join the fleet in 2027, continuing to expand Disney's flagship class. But here's where it gets really exciting. There's another Wish-class ship specifically designed for Japan. This vessel will be operated by the Oriental Land Company. Yes, the same company behind Tokyo Disney Resort, and will begin service in 2029. This Japanese ship will carry about 4,000 passengers and offer year-round cruises from Tokyo, giving guests in Asia their own dedicated Disney cruise experience without having to travel internationally. It's a brilliant move that creates a steady new revenue stream in one of Disney's most successful international markets. The partnership with Oriental Land Company also means this ship will likely feature unique Japanese influences while maintaining the classic Disney magic we all love. Now here's where Disney's strategy gets really interesting. They've announced an entirely new, smaller class of ships. These vessels will be about 30% smaller than the Wish class, designed to hold around 3,000 guests each. These ships in this new class are scheduled to launch in 2029, 2030, and 2031. While Disney hasn't released detailed specifications yet, the promise is a ship that blends the intimacy of the original Magic class with all the modern innovations we've come to expect. Think of this as Disney's answer to the boutique cruising, smaller ships that can access ports that larger ships simply can't reach. Imagine cruising through the Greek Isles, Norwegian fjords, or even smaller Caribbean islands that are off limits to the mega ships. From a business perspective, this diversification is brilliant. By offering ships of different sizes, Disney can capture premium pricing for intimate experiences while still operating the larger ships for maximum capacity. The smaller ships can also extend the cruise season in destinations where larger ships face restrictions. These boutique-style ships will likely feature higher staff-to-guest ratios, more exclusive dining experiences, and possibly some adult-only spaces, something many Disney fans have been requesting for years. The staggering delivery of 2029, 2030, and 2031 also means Disney will have a steady stream of new ship excitement to maintain their growth momentum throughout the decade. So let's put this all together with a clear timeline from now until 2031. This shows just how ambitious Disney's expansion really is. So 2025, a big year, the Disney Treasure launched, followed by the Disney Destiny maybe in early 2026. These 2 brand new Wish-class ships joining the fleet in a single year or 2. 2026, the Disney Adventure begins sailing from Singapore, marking Disney's first dedicated ship in the Asian market. This ship alone could transform Disney's global cruise presence. 2027, another Wish-class ship arrives, making it the 4th ship in Disney's flagship class. By this point, Disney will have more large ships than smaller ones for the first time in its history. 2028, the Wish-class ship destined for Japan is delivered to the Oriental Land Company for final preparations and crew training. In 2029, the Tokyo ship begins regular service under the Oriental Land Company operations, but that's not all. Disney also introduces its first smaller boutique-style ship, marking a return to a more intimate cruising experience. 2030, the second smaller ship joins the fleet, giving Disney more flexibility in itinerary planning and port selection. And in 2021, the third and final smaller ship completes this expansion phase, bringing Disney's total fleet to 12 ships worldwide. Here's what's remarkable about this timeline. Disney will launch a new ship every single year from 2025 through 2031. That's unprecedented growth in the cruise industry and explains why Disney has been booking hundreds of millions in pre-opening expenses. They're not only just building ships, they're building a global cruise empire. By 2031, Disney will have nearly tripled their fleet size from the 5 ships sailing today. That kind of expansion requires incredible coordination from the crew training to port partnerships to supply chain management. Now let's talk about the numbers that makes this expansion possible, because Disney's cruise financial performance has been absolutely spectacular. In 2024, Disney Cruise Line's revenue hit nearly $2.5 billion with a net profit of about $347 million. But here's the kicker. That profit almost doubles from the previous year's $180 million. That kind of growth is extraordinary in any industry. Even more impressive, Disney is maintaining 98% occupancy rates across their fleet. That means these ships are sailing almost completely full year-round. In the cruise industry, that's the holy grail of success. So why should you care about Disney's cruise earnings? Because profitability drives reinvestment. Those massive profits are funding all of the new ships we've been talking about, plus continuous refurbishments and innovations on existing ships. Analysts are projecting that Disney could reach $3 billion or more in annual cruise revenue by 2026, once the adventure begins sailing. That would make Disney Cruise Line one of the most profitable cruise operations in the world, despite having fewer ships than the major competitors. This financial success also means Disney can take risks on new concepts, like those smaller boutique ships we've discussed. They have the cash flow to experiment with different ship sizes, new technologies, and innovative guest experiences. For you as a cruiser, this financial strength translates to better ships, more itineraries, enhanced dining, and cutting-edge entertainment. When a cruise line is this profitable, they can afford to go above and beyond guest expectations. So what does this expansion mean for your Disney cruise experience? First, more options than ever before. Whether you want the intimacy of a smaller vessel, the storytelling magic of the Wish-class ship, or the sheer scale and excitement of the adventure, Disney will have something for every cruising style. Second, more home ports and itineraries. With ships based in Singapore and Tokyo, plus the ability for smaller ships to access new ports, Disney can offer destinations that were never possible before. Third, easier access. More ships mean more sailing dates, which should help with availability. Through Disney Cruise Line will remain in high demand. And finally, continued innovation. Disney's financial success means that they can keep pushing boundaries in cruise ship design, dining, entertainment, and guest experience. Each new ship builds on lessons learned from the previous vessels. Thanks for joining me on this comprehensive deep dive into Disney's Cruise Line's incredible expansion story. We've covered every ship currently sailing, every class from smallest to largest, and mapped out Disney's ambitious plans all the way through 2031. The numbers tell an amazing story, from 2 ships in 1999 to potentially 12 ships by 2031, from regional cruise line to global powerhouse, from hundreds of millions to billions in revenue. If this guide helped you understand Disney's cruise empire, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to Castle and Compass Adventures, and ring that notification bell so you never miss our Disney travel insights and cruise updates. Which of these ships are you most excited to sail? Are you intrigued by the massive adventure in Singapore? Excited about the boutique experience of the smaller ships? Or ready to try the heroes and villains theme on the Destiny? Let me know in your comments. I'd love to hear about your dream Disney cruise. And until next time, I'm Christy with Castle and Compass Adventures, your compass for magical travel memories. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Bye.